Welcome. You are watching Line Screw 1.
Curious about budget changes, inheritance tax or residency? Want to understand tax strategies for NHR or retirement and investment options in Portugal? Join Spectrum's educational events on October the 29th at the Conrad in Interdelano and October the 30th in Boa Vista in Lagos. We'll cover the essentials every expat should know. Register for your free place at spectrum-ifa.com.
Well, hello tubers. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. Welcome to my abode, mi casa, here on the Algarve in Portugal. For those who guessed Portugal, you were correct. And I think one person got pretty close to where I was at. I'm not going to say the exact place where I'm at, but it's in the Faro, Portugal area. I'll be here for a while, so that's part of the reason why I don't want to give out my location, because there's too many of those unfriendlies of Carolyn's RV life who might call the Portuguese National Police on me because I have an opinion. Because you know how those Karens are in the United States. Not so many Karens here in Europe. Not so many. So, for my own protection and privacy, I'm actually in a fairly affluent, actually, let's not say fairly, it is an affluent neighborhood. And very nice. But I will show you my deck. I have a top floor deck here, which allows me to do some sun tanning, which is kind of nice. It's got all the amenities you'd expect on the property, like swimming pool and things like that. So, yeah, let's go inside and let's get started. I'll show you exactly what the place looks like and its strengths and weaknesses. You can decide for yourself. But what I will promise you that I'll do once I leave, I will change the title of the video and put the description of where I stayed so that you, in the future, can actually check it out and make a decision whether you might want to stay here. Because you can stay here as long as you want if you got the money. So it's pretty cool that way. So it's designed for long stays. So let's go inside. This is the living room. Now the coffee table originally was the other way, and the reason I moved it here is because I do work on the laptop and use the laptop, and there's a power outlet there. I know there's one over there, but it's only a single plug for the lamp, so I didn't want to have to unplug the lamp. So I moved that, and because I moved that, what I had to do was move the TV. So yeah, it's got a heat pump, so if you get cold at night you can turn it on. I've got the air conditioning going. Today will be about 25 degrees Celsius. So here's the dining sitting area, and an interesting thing is that those slide open so you can pass food out, so I guess you can sit out and eat al fresco on the patio. Now one thing I have noticed, that the place is fairly clean and kept up, except for paint. They could actually use about 5 or 6 gallons. Hell, I paint the place for them for free. If they gave me a week's free rent, I'd gladly paint the place, because there's lots of just little, scuffs and scrapes that just need touch-ups, like on the baseboards and on the wall. Now, of course, it's probably the end of the tourist season. They probably do it once a year or every so often. So I think they're obviously due. You look in the corner there. That's obviously needs touch up on the wall. Probably scraped from people walking by and moving things. So, but there's nothing wrong with the place at all. We got lots of storage here. We got extra pillows, place to store your crap, and all the cleaning equipment you might need: mop, broom, extra blankies, an iron, and of course, and yes, there's an ironing board. So let's go to the kitchen here. It's pretty typical here that people put their things out to dry out on the deck, so there's a rack for laundry. That is the kitchen. We got a dishwasher, and we got everything you might need in terms of cups, bowls, things like that. So you're fully equipped. Now they don't give you things like salt and pepper, which they probably should, but you know, I can't complain, I guess. Gave you that. And you got a microwave, lots of cooking implements, an induction range. This obviously is an upgrade, because when this place was built, they obviously didn't have that. So that's an upgrade. Nice big stainless hood. Now there is no oven, which I find absolutely peculiar. Like, why no oven? And if no oven, why not a toaster oven? There are some small appliances, like there's a kettle down there, because there's a lot of British people that stay here. And what I do like, you know, coffee machine. I'm not a coffee drinker, but they've got the big, long toaster. Very typical of parts of Europe to have those, because this is why. Here, I went to the grocery store. You got the big slices of bread, European bread. It's not like Wonder Bread. So that makes perfect sense. And like I said, this slides open, so you can pass your food through. I don't even know why you need this, though, really. You could just have it like an open concept and just have it open. Same with the door. Like, why, oh why, do you need to have a door for the kitchen? I don't get it. Like, it's not required. I mean, if you got your wife in there cooking, does she need privacy? I mean, like, really? I don't know. It's odd. Okay, where are we going to next? Let's go to the bathroom. Bathroom. Well, it's got everything you need. One thing that's peculiar is this enclosure. It doesn't keep all the water in. That's kind of the whole point of an enclosure. And having a semi-enclosure, it better be designed right. And trust me, I've been here a couple days. So, yeah, it's not designed correct. I imagine this enclosure isn't necessarily from when it was first built either. You know, and there's no fan, but you know, here in Europe, you just open the window. So, I don't know why they designed it that way. And I guess you'd call this the Portuguese bidet, because you can rinse your backside off. I guess, I don't know how you do that. You squat over the toilet? I mean, what's this for? Like, I mean, I guess this could be handy if you had dirty boots. You could put your boots in the shower and you could hose them off. Maybe you could wash your dog, even though it is cold water. But I don't know. Somebody, look, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but somebody in the comments section, tell me, what's this for? Because if you're going to use it as a Portuguese bidet, how are you going to ensure that everything goes back into the toilet without making a huge mess? Don't get it, but I'm sure it has a practical application, or it would not be there. So you guys enlighten me on to why that is. There's kind of a lack of storage space here. I find that's typical. If you guys remember my apartment I had 9 months ago, not too far from here in Gibraltar, it was kind of the same issue. There they just had a little shelf. That place was fairly new. Okay, let's go into the bedroom. Well, this is the typical bedroom layout. Two singles you can put together. See, I had space ready for Carolyn's RV life. But I wanted to have a really good time, so I didn't invite her. Of course, you can tell I'm sleeping on that side. And often I am watching or doing things with the laptop. And if I'm not in the front room, I'm in here. Seems like the internet works faster here too. So I needed extra space because that little area to the next to the nightstand there wasn't big enough. So I had to move the chair over there. And I got electric heat. And I had this strange issue with, I couldn't figure out how do you make those blinds go down. Couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to force it, so I figured out you just do this and it'll go down. So that works. So I don't know, I think I got about 900 square feet. The terrace is probably at least 200 square feet. So I got a lot of room. So I'm not gonna have any complaints about that. The only complaints, like I said, there's lots of little marks here and there and scuffs. It just needs a repaint. And, you know, of course they could refresh the furniture a bit. And the one thing I find odd, of course, I'm in Europe, so, you know, I can't really expect North American styling or sentiment when they do things. But this flat screen TV is way too small. And there is no flat screen in the actual bedroom. That's a North American thing, I guess. But if they were smart, they would upgrade this to a bigger one and move the little guy into the bedroom. Of course, I guess they'd probably have to figure out how to wire the cable TV in to the bedroom. But they're smart people here. They could figure that out. So that's about it. Now, I was expecting a washing machine, not necessarily a dryer, but there isn't one. I was expecting an oven. There wasn't one. But, you know, small touch like the dishwasher. It's, you know, it's nice. I mean, I'm a big boy. I know how to wash dishes manually. So, yeah, here, I'll show you what I got. Some stuff in the fridge. Just been eating a lot of fresh fruit lately. You know, I like to have a nice nutritious breakfast. I'm a breakfast person. I love breakfast. And I don't eat eggs. I do like bacon though. But so I got some strawberries. I got blueberries. I got cherry tomatoes. Lots of juice and whatnot like that. And sometimes this is difficult to find in Europe. Peanut butter. But I found some. It's not bad. I wouldn't call it great, but it's probably a healthier peanut butter than some choices you can get in North America. Yeah. Oh, and this is where I keep all the power stuff. This is how I actually produce all my videos and keep things rolling. I've talked about this before. I've taken this all around the world. I love this rock solar. Of course, you got to have your adapters to plug into European electrical to keep this charged. But between these two devices, I can run multiple USBs to charge things. Like I'm charging this, so when I'm on the, you know, driving around here in the Algarve, I can charge my phone up or my GoPro, because this has multiple different sockets on the back, so that's pretty cool. And if there's ever a power outage, I can turn the light on there, and of course I can run my North American plugs, I think up to 100 and something watts, but this will power the laptop, no problemo. Okay, let's go back outside. Like I said, I don't want to give the exact view from the big terrace here, because you know how it is with the unfriendlies. But as I promised, once I leave here, I will actually post the name and location of the property and put the information in the description at that point. So if any of you are coming to the Algarve and you want to stay here, well, you know what you're getting into. So, I mean, obviously the building was probably built in the 80s, but other than the paint, it's functional. There's people here from all over the world, so it is popular with tourists. Well, locals couldn't afford it, probably. So, yeah. So put your comments down below. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, one other thing. I will do a tour. I have a very interesting car. I have a European Ford, a model you cannot get in North America. Look forward to a video about that coming up. I'm not a car reviewer, but this car, I think for the money, is pretty fascinating. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I'm renting it for 150 Canadian a week. So that's cheap, but we'll do a tour of that coming up, so look forward to that. And, well, I think it's time for me to get a little sun. It's going to be a beautiful day. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels to the ground. I'll talk to you soon. Over and out.
Can go to figure out what we've done, what we need to do. Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.